So, last episode, we put in this cellar and filled it with as much food as we could get at the time. And what I did not finish was the upstairs. So, on today's episode, I'm planning on getting that done. And I don't know where else we're going to go, but we'll see what else we get done and where we go next. Let's go! So, I was going to have the floor just be the sealed bricks because this is the top of the cellar. But now I'm thinking maybe it would look better if it was more uniform. I put in these ash planks here because when you go down here at the bottom, you can see if I did just the bricks here instead of like stairs, it's a little too cramped. So I put in the stairs this way so that it looks a little less cramped. However, with that, I've got this little area and it just looks out of place. So I'm thinking maybe we raise this up one more and we just put wood all along here. So I think we're going to try that and see what it looks like. First upgrade. Frame pressure plate, sealed brick, there. And we got a little pressure plate to get out and in. Nice. Okay. And on to what we really were going to do. If we just do ash planks like this, that goes up one more, it'll cover the sealed bricks, but how will it look with the barrel racks? Let's make some barrel racks and see. So the barrel rack is made with lumber and scaffolding. Scaffolding is just sticks and a frame, scaffolding frame. We need some cloth for the scaffolding frame, so let's make a bunch of cloth. Alright, we got 20 wool cloth from that. And we have a bunch of sticks up here. So we can go ahead and put the cloth and the sticks. Like that. Or this. There we go. Scaffolding frame. Let's do 20 of those then. So this and this and like this. Oh, they have to be long wood sticks. Okay. Ooh, we need to make another hammer. This one's getting worn out. That's long enough. Oh, okay. That's a lot of scaffolding. I did not realize it makes 32 a pop. Okay. Oh boy. Dave. Well then. Let's make some barrel racks. At least I know that's a one-to-one. Shipwright scaffolding. Do we need to use this for something? Oh, and slope shipwright scaffolding. That is actually used in making the boat, so we're gonna need a lot. We're gonna need a lot of that scaffolding anyway, so it's not a waste. Okay, good. It's a pleasant surprise. There we go. Barrel racks. You can easily make 16 of those. Plus another 5. Maybe later. For now, I think 16 is good. And let's see. We got the scaffolding here. I've got some slabs, but if you put the scaffold, okay, you can't put the racks on there. This is what they look like, and you can take the barrels and put them right inside there. That will not work with the ash slabs, so I think we're going to have to do full ash planks all along the floor here. That's okay. All right, let's put these barrels in. We can start on this side. So now we can take this barrel of peaches, we'll leg it up here and put it inside there. Oh, and of course it rains. So now I can stack them 3 tall. We'll go get that other barrel of peaches. Was it right here? And stick it right there. Now let's get a roof on. Oh boy. For the roof, I'm thinking we're gonna do some basalt bricks. Should I make this 3 or 4 high? I'm thinking we should go 4 high. So go 1 more, like that. Of course, we're gonna have to get some light in here, but yeah, we can do that. On top of here. And I kind of like having a way up. So maybe we'll keep the ladder. Just have a bunch of barrels all around in here and a ladder to go up. And of course this will take us out. And maybe some slabs along the outside. We do some rhyolite slabs. Then the same on this side. Kind of like the look of that. That's interesting. Let's go take a look down there, see what it looks like. That's kind of interesting. Or, oh, instead of that, I got an idea. Trapdoors. Yep, we're gonna use trapdoors. Lots of frame trapdoors. Oh, and the berry bushes, they are about done for the season. Just like that. Perfect. I like it. Got a little guardrail around the top here. Oh, that's not. There we go. Perfect. We got this little area up here we can come up, look out at our vast empire of stuff. Just make it thin. Sure. The only thing that denotes that there's an opening there is the ladder. That's fine. Alright, I think that looks pretty good. We just need to fill these shelves with barrels and maybe get some more shelves eventually, but this is serviceable. Good for now. And what's the season? The season is October. That means it's apple season. So we need to pick as many apples as we can and make some apple cider so we can make some vinegar later. Okay, let's go harvest those apples. Apples, apples, apples. And I think olives too, right? Yeah. Okay, alcohol is 20 to the barrel. You know what I'm going to do? I am going to put up some signs. And I'm going to put a sign right here. And I'm going to say alcohol 20 to 1. That way I can just reference it and go, oh, 20 to 1. So I got to put 20 apples in there. And you know what? We can just put all these barrels just right here if we want to. Just plop them down. Okay, and now that these are done, I'm actually going to move them. Because what I want to do is put blueberries back here. Where are the blueberries? There's the blueberries. We're gonna plant some blueberries. Should I not plant them yet? Don't want them to die. Well, my plan is to do blueberries in the back here with the bushes out front. So we're gonna put these cloudberry bushes out front like this. I know they'll survive the winter. I'm not sure about the blueberries. If I put them down now and they don't grow, they might die off. I'm not entirely sure. So I think I'll wait. Wait until February to May and make sure that the temperature's high enough, and we'll plant them all so they'll have time to grow. But that is the plan. Now, with that out of the way, I think I want to do something to improve efficiency in the kitchen here. That is have a millstone right here. Because if I have a millstone right here, I can easily take my grain, grind it up, not have to worry about running clear over there. So in order to do that, we need power, and I don't want to do a water wheel. That would look kind of strange, plus I can't move water yet. So we're going to do something I haven't done yet in Terrafirmagreg, and that is make a windmill. So let's make a windmill. Windmill sail uses cloth and sail frame. Sail frame is just wrought iron screws, treated wood sticks, okay, and a treated wood frame. Treated wood sticks, pretty easy, just treated wood planks. What you get from treating with creosote, done that before. Treated wood frame is just treated wood sticks and a saw. And then wrought iron screws, we just have a file and a couple of bolts, which you get from sawing a wrought iron rod in half. So no problem. We can do all that easy. Oh, we're gonna need a windmill bearing as well. That requires brass gear. Cool. Okay. And there we go. Windmill bearing. Check. Alright, so we got the windmill bearing. We've got 32 windmill sails. Now we just got to put the thing together. I got some mud bricks to build the structure around it. And we're going to need some shafts. So just a steel plate. Yeah, we've got steel plates. Pretty sure. There. Now we got shafts too. Right, so the windmill we want sticking out the front there. Just have a tower that sticks up a bit with a windmill on it. Maybe just a 3x3. And how tall? Well, the windmill, we've got 32. So that's 8 on either side. It's not going to be huge. So really maybe it only needs to go up maybe another 4 spaces up. So we probably want it in the middle. Shaft will come down, which means we need to take that off. Yeah, we're gonna have it go through there. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do it that high. Put the windmill bearing right there. Vertical gearbox right here to send the stuff down. We need to build up first though. Like, let's just fall down. Oh. Okay, we'll just put some steel shafts up. There we go. Gearbox like so. So when this turns, it'll turn that and turn all the stuff down there. So now we just need something stuck right there. Stick a birch plank right there. Okay, there we go. 2, 3, up, over. Oh, oh, come on, just one more. Forward. There we go. There's our windmill. Except this is attached to just the one end. We got attached to both. If I try right-clicking on this, it does not include enough sail-like blocks because I need to glue this piece to that piece. Now, what does it take to make the super glue? Because I'm going to need that eventually. It's just wrought iron plate, wrought iron ring, and a couple of glues. We should actually do that right now and use that to glue it in because it's going to cost a lot less than just using the glue by itself. So wrought iron ring and a plate. Oh, easy. So wrought iron rod turns into ring. Okay, so plate, ring, glue, super glue. Yay! Let's put that back. Okay, now we can take the super glue and we can glue. Okay, you can see that is already glued together because there's a sticky part on the end of the bearing. But what we need to do is we need to glue that part to that part. So now all of those are glued. And I'm not sure if we have to glue the sails on or if they count. Let's see. Oh, it's working. Oh, it's going the wrong direction. Let's go the other way. There we go. Nice. I can see that moving. Cool. Now, let's build a little enclosure here. Ooh, what if we do that, 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 and we're gonna need 2 more slabs. So if we put in there, we get our hammer and chisel. We chisel that. Do the other one and put right there. And how's that look? Yeah, it's got a little cap to it. I like that. That'll do. And there it is. Give ourselves a little bit of power coming down. Alright, we'll pick up the millstone and this gear. Oh, that's just fun. That is just fun. Okay, millstone can go right there. We need a gear right there, and now we have a functioning mill in our kitchen, which is good because we're going to need to make bread soon. We're almost out of food. Okay, let's try it out. Let's throw a crane in, see how long it takes. Ooh, 2 SU at current speed. Not going very fast, is it? Still, it is sufficient for our needs. That did not take too long. Oh, seawater, here we go. So you can actually boil seawater in a pot to get salt. I think we're going to want to do that because we're going to need a lot of salt for preserving things like meat. So I want to get a bunch of salt because we're running out of salt. And seawater is it's an unlimited supply of salt, then all you have to do is just boil it. So I think I want to try that. But in order to do that, we need more than just a barrel's worth because like 625 millibuckets, that's a little more than half a bucket. So if we took a whole barrel of seawater and boiled it, we would get 16 small piles of salt. And small piles of salt, divide that by 4, you would get basically 4 salt for a single barrel. That's not a whole lot. I'm thinking more industrial size salt making. Like if we had a whole stack of 64 salt in one go, that would be awesome. But in order to do that, we'd need a lot more salt water. One way of getting more seawater would be using not a barrel, but what is called a drum. And these drums like the bronze drum, 32 buckets. That is a lot better than just 10. You could go a steel drum, that's twice as much. Aluminum, or aluminium. I love saying aluminium. That one's even better, but we don't have capacity to make aluminium or aluminum. Stainless steel, definitely not. Gold, titanium, ooh, bismuth bronze. Okay, so what we could do is we could either make a bronze drum or a gold drum, or we could go for a steel drum. That would be nice. A whole 64 buckets. How do you make a steel drum? So 4 steel plates and a couple of long steel rods. That's not too bad. Long steel rod is just a couple of steel rods. Yeah. Okay, let's go with that. Let's do a big old drum. And we got a bunch of steel right here. Right, so steel drum. Check. Easy peasy. Yeah, let's go see if we can get some salt water in the steel drum. Seawater. Oh, can I not get seawater in there? Oh, come on. No. That did not work. Okay, what if I put the steel drum there and I use a bucket? I'm gonna grab some seawater. Can I put the seawater in the drum? Yes, I can. I'd have to do that like 64 times. There's probably a faster way of doing this. I bet if I had a pump, I could probably pump the seawater into the drum. There we go. 64 buckets of salt water. So you have to use a pot to boil seawater into salt. You can't use the vat, which is kind of unfortunate. But you can put a pot on top of a fire pit, but it means I need to make a pot first. And that's an unfired pot, which is basically like the crucible shape, only a little less shallow, or a little more shallow, with a couple corners out. So yeah, let's go do that. Okay, here we go. So 1, 2, 3, and then the corners, unfired pot. Now we have to fire it. There we go, pot. To the kitchen. Now take the pot and put it on the fireplace right there. Get a bucket in. So let's get some firewood in. Light it. All right, there we go. It's boiling. And there's our little pile of salt. Get another bucket and put it in. And there it goes boiling again. So you can boil salt water to get salt. Those 4 pieces of salt you just put together and you get 1 salt. But it does take a while. Really, with 64 buckets, that's only getting me 16 pieces of salt. It's not a whole lot. So the lesson here is, I think if you want a lot of salt like I do, it's probably better just to go searching for the ores. You know, if you have salt on the surface, then there's probably salt underground and you could find it and mine it, and you would probably get a lot more faster than doing this, which takes a while and takes a lot of wood. It took such a long time just for half a barrel or half a drum. Oh boy. All that for 8 salt. This salt, we can use the salt for. You can, oh, okay, you crush it in a quern to get salt that you can use, or milling gets you even more salt. No, it's about the same. Okay. Okay, so it's not too bad, because what you can do is take the 8 salt that I got, throw it in there, and that should be 4 times 8, 32 salt. So that's not too bad. That means from the 64 buckets of seawater, you can get 64 salt. You know, if I'm baking bread or making some food, I could just boil some salt water, you know, some seawater and get some salt if I need to. Not the end of the world. Another good thing for the drum would be to put creosote in it. Our coke oven, I think, is pretty full, right? Yeah, it's almost full. And we could actually put a drum right here and have the creosote leaking into the drum. Maybe we should make a smaller drum just for that. A gold one. Yeah. So this is good for flour, but not so fast when it comes to crushing the ore. So maybe we should do the steel millstone. Max kinetic capacity 128. Just need a wrought iron gear, smooth stone, diamond dust. Okay. To get diamond dust, you just need to smash refined diamond ore. Okay, so we got the crushed diamond ore. Crush it to impure. And then wash it. And there we go. Diamond dust. It was easy. Wrench. Done. And voila! We now have a steel millstone, which we can then take and put in our workshop. If we have a clutch, we can actually turn power on and off to a machine. So we ought to make a couple of those. Okay, need some shafts, metal casings, redstone. We want 2, and we have at least 2 redstones, so that will do. So, clutch. Clutch. Alright, I got a couple of clutches. Good. Okay, gearbox going. Like so. We can put in a clutch right here. Okay, put that there. We need a lever for turning this on and off. How difficult is it to make a lever? Okay, good. Just cobblestone, redstone, and a wooden rod. Okay, I can do that. Okay, we got a lever. You put the lever on there, and when you flick it off, it turns it off. Flick it on, it turns it on. So we can put the steel millstone right here, and it's off, but when you flick it on, it overstresses. Really? 64 consumed. Oh, seriously. 64 consumed at current speed. Okay. In that case, we're gonna have to take one of these off. Okay, make it turn. We're gonna have a vertical going up, clutch here, basic there, a lever there. Turns that off, on or off. Put the steel millstone right there. You can power it from below. So, what we could do is actually just stick it right on top like that. Turn on or off. And then this would be going for the Hammer. I will just act like the anvil's right there. Place right there. Place the gearbox right there. Put the lever right there and turns on or off. And now if we turn them both on, that overstresses until we get more power. That'll have to do for now. And the reason I wanted to do this was I want to get more gold out of this. Let's go crush up some more gold. Crushed gold ore. Excellent. All right, 4 gold plates, 2 long gold rods, hammer in hand, gold drum. Check. All right. Now with this gold drum, we can actually put it over here at the coke oven, like that. Look at that. It's full of creosote. Yeah, this is empty. So there you go. We now have a drum of creosote. Break it with a wrench. Bring it inside. We got our barrel of creosote. Now we have a drum of creosote. So, all right, we're set for creosote. Now we can go put a whole bunch of wood in, and we don't have to worry about the creosote filling up the coke oven. So that's great. Well, I think we're going to call it there. We've done a lot, and I think we've made some pretty good progress. I think next time, though, we're going to make even more progress and start working towards the other kind of metals beyond steel. So we'll catch you later. Bye.